There we go. Guess what I got? We're going to open up some boxes, damn it. Let's get into it. All right. So, yeah, buddy. I literally use this to open up boxes, and that's it. That's all I do. That's all I do with these. I don't do anything else. I use it to open up boxes. That's it. So I want to make sure I mention this, right? This is important to mention. I was talking to Marcus from Elgato on DMs and on Twitter. And he said, hey, you want to send you some Elgato products? I think it'll be cool. I said, dope. Let's do it. So that's how we got here. I told him, send some over. Let's do this thing. And he's like, cool, I'll send it over. So that's how we're here. We have these boxes to open. So let's open the boxes, right? That's the whole intent here. We are ready to go. I need a better microphone than this, but that's coming soon. That's coming soon, okay? Coming soon. We got our knife. We got a box. We got a chair that is gonna need to move out of the way. So first and foremost, shout out to Elgato. What was interesting is I was working with the Capitals, right? For twitch.tv/Capitals, Caps Gaming, as I wave my knife around like a crazy man. And they had sent me some really dope stuff. They sent over a gaming headset. They sent over a headset stand. It's like super dope. I love this thing, right? So I was like, cool, appreciate that. Then I saw a notification come in on UPS for 3 packages. And I was like, where do we get 3 packages from, right? I was all confused. Well, makes more sense now because I got 3 boxes. So box number 1 is this bad boy right here. This very long thing. Now you can tell what it is, right? You can tell because it's labeled. See that? Right there. It says it. Hang on, let me lift this up. Great timing. What up, Tino? Green Screen MT. So the best news about this, y'all, this is what I'm excited about, is for the longest time for Radio Igloo, for some of the things that we're doing as I'm waving around this knife like a crazy man, we're taking this thing. I don't know if y'all can see this. We take this, right? We take this and we just string it. It's just green. It's just a green cloth. You can even see stuff behind it. Like you can see everything. You can see the lights. I have to turn the lights off behind me. This I made in 2015 at Walmart. Okay? Yeah, prewish.com. My wife sewed it together here. We attached little hooks on here. And this little loop that goes onto a hook. And this is what we've been rocking with. Now, it has its drawbacks, right? It's not perfectly green, the wrong white balance with shadows. There's creases in it. It works. It gets the job done. We do it for Code of Conduct. We do it for Radio Igloo and a bunch of other bits that we do for the program, right? So I said, okay, time to upgrade, right? So we'll put this back and we'll use it for other things. But the cool part about this entire ordeal is this dude right here. This friggin' thing mounts, okay? It mounts to the ceiling, y'all. Now, why is that exciting? Well, we can just pull it down. Now, you know the simplicity of Elgato products. That's like the big thing that they're all about. This, the initial Elgato green screen, pulls up. You just lock it in place, put it back down, push it away. This is going to mount to our ceiling. Oh my God. And I think it's like 84 inches long. Now, you're like, hey, how do you know it's a green screen mount? Aside from the fact that it is labeled green screen mount. Look at that boy right there. It tells you right there what it is. Babushka right there. tells you what it is. I really don't know how we're going to make that happen. We might have to Instagram live that or YouTube live that or something. I don't know how we're going to actually get that done because we're going to need a hand cam. We may have to enlist Mrs. Penguin for the role of mounting this green screen. Heavy, but not too heavy. It's got like a good weight to it. I feel like I can put like dumbbells on it. Dumbbells on it? That's not it. Put weights on the end of the barbell and just like get my reps in. You know, good form all the way back like this. So, gamers, everyone's talking about you don't have time, you know, to work out while you're streaming 8 hours a day and whatever else you got going on while you're playing Dead by Among Us or whatever it is, right? You're not thinking right. You're not thinking right. Just take down your Elgato green screen and do your reps. That's it. Just do your reps like this. 25 sets of 33 every 16 minutes. Just do it. Get your reps in, and you can lose weight, tone up, and have a really cool green screen all at the same time. Elgato does not endorse the idea of using the Elgato green screen as a weight lifting device of sorts. So don't tell them I told you to do that. Yeah, so we're gonna put this aside and try to mount that in after we unbox the rest of the stuff. So let's put this over here. Y'all, they sent me another box. Sent me 3 boxes. More of that goes over there. Sharp knife time. All right. Okay, next thing that they sent us, which I'm really excited for. Okay, look at this. Knife time. Elgato Wave panels. Okay, now y'all know, way back in the day, this entire wall behind me was covered in acoustic foam. Now here's what I learned about the acoustic foam that I bought. I'll show you as I walk over to, hang on, we'll go over here. So here's what I learned. This foam, where is it? It's in here somewhere. So I bought a couple of different types of foam, right? I bought these on Amazon. Will you wave back at the panels? Yes. Yes, I will. Good question. A couple of things you need to know about panels when it comes to sound, okay? Audio engineer, grew up in a studio, all sorts of different studios, right? So big thing about acoustic foam is, number one, the thickness and the density, okay? The more dense foam is, the more it absorbs sound. Everyone thinks that you can just put up like egg crates and boom, your room is noise proof. Not the case. What you're actually doing with this foam is you're eliminating echoes of different frequencies depending on the size, type, shape, design, and thickness and placement. I got pseudo wood floors. They're like a laminate wood kind of floor. And no padding on the walls other than a couple of bass traps. Now, I do have some bass traps, right? Talk about bass traps for a minute. I have these guys. These go in the corners of walls. These prevent corner reflections. If you're a voiceover person, you need these, right? If you're doing any sort of voiceover work, I used to do a lot more than I do right now. You need these types of materials. You need to have them. You can see the thickness on this one, and it's got more like rigidity to the bounce. This thing is flimsy. You can tell the difference, right? You're like, look at the difference. Like, it just flops. This does not flop as much, right? So you can tell the difference when it comes to, you know, generic name brand foam panel. Everyone's like, what up, bMaJuH? Everybody's saying, okay, with these types of things, you know, I just put them on my wall and we're good to go. When I was doing my VO, I needed to have a wall filled with sound dampening behind me. But the whole room was different. Now, I've added a lot more stuff to the studio on that side that you can't see. We didn't need them as much. And in Florida humidity weather, gluing them to the wall was a bad idea. Not good for Florida. You want to definitely build something that they can attach to and then attach it to the wall. Again, adding thickness to things as well. It all makes sense. Back to what we're talking about, though, as now we have a little bit of a lesson in what sound dampening is and what it does. These guys sent over from Elgato 3X Wave Panel A, Panel B, 6 easy click frames, 12 connectors, 12 adhesive strips, 12 screws and anchors, black in color. It says here, dual density construction absorbs a wider frequency range. That is true. Depending on the frequency, you will have them absorbed more by a different type of foam. Every sound travels differently through different objects. That's a real thing. So that is possible. We're going to obviously do our due diligence here, but we're going to do some cool decorating and design and elevate our reflective noise dampening process in the studio. Sharp knife time to open these bad boys up. This is the good stuff right here. Number one, they sent the frames. They come in little bags. I actually kind of like the fact that everything comes in its own little baggie. Look at this guy. One right there. Where are we going to put this thing? Right there. This says clips. Cool. Mounting. Right there. Boom. Frames. Boom. And instruction panels. You kind of need the instruction manual if you want to learn how to like properly mount stuff. We're probably going to read it and then forget everything we learned in it, because the reading thing we get, we read. We like reading. We'll learn. Now, 2 more pieces of cardboard, and in comes the coup de grace. Coup de grace right here. Okay. It's puffed out there. Oh, y'all are, look, take a bite. Probably not a good option. Okay, so there's 6 of these in here. Put them over there for right now. Let's move this out of the way. We don't need that. Y'all can look at this wave panel kit right here while I talk about this. So you noticed, you know what? Let me just grab it, because I think it's more relevant for me to grab this and explain it like I used to when it comes to sound stuff. So here's your generic Amazon, whatever, ordered from wherever foam panel. You can kind of see the thickness on the bottom. Look at the bottom of the, let me pull this over here for right now. Look at the bottom of where like the triangles valleys are. There's like maybe what, a ½ inch at most. Look at this thing, y'all. Oh my God. Look at this. Is it strawberry flavored? Look at the difference. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, so there is 2 levels of foam in this. Actually, this has a lot more grit to it than I even expected it to, even after looking at the reviews. Couple of big notes here. Number 1, it's 2 full layers. So if we pull it in, you can kind of see the layers. 1 here and 1 here. The layer at the bottom doesn't feel like your normal foam. I would say the layer at the bottom kind of is like a thick, it's obviously foam, but like, how do I want to describe it to you? It's got a rigidity to it that is pretty interesting. This reminds me of the professional grade studio foam that I have worked in before, in studios in like Tampa, where they have a very thick, almost like hardened structure on the outside. It still has a push to it. Obviously, you don't want to push it too much and crunch it, but and then the top layer is very soft. Interesting. I like the design because the design does 2 things. Number 1, it obviously dampens reflections, which is what you want to do. You want the sound to kind of stop and not bounce back at your microphone. Whether or not that helps to an average streamer who has like insert generic microphone, that remains to be seen. But when you have something like a Wave 3 or any other pro grade microphone, if you have harsh walls and bad reflections, those will get noticed. So being able to dampen that reflection is key. Second thing I've noticed is the thickness of the actual peaks and valleys on this side. Again, we showed the comparison, but you can kind of see that there. So this is actually going to absorb a multitude of frequency ranges. Probably, it says it does low and high. I think it's on the side. Yeah, low density ripple foam dampens high frequencies. High density fiber backing. Fiber, that's what it is. attenuates low to mid frequencies. This is definitely going to be more of a bass trap, which is kind of good if you don't want those bass sounds. Not that they're going to like completely be deafened outside of your recording space, but it will trap some of them. But having that bass reverbing back into your microphone is what causes a lot of that weird echoey tinniness to sound. And then on top of that, you have the high range frequencies doing the same thing. It's just bad news bears. So this is really cool. They give you 6 of them. And oh, here's what, so this fiber here too, and I probably don't recommend anybody else does it, but it's actually layered. So you can kind of see if I can pull it in closer like that. You can kind of see it's got like layers to it. This is nifty. This is nifty. So we'll have to think about how we want to use these. We might line the top up there, with the dampening. We'll have to get really creative, but I know where I want to place reflectors. So we'll see if we can actually build a panel set that will allow us to do that in a functional way. So shout out there. That's a really good look from Elgato to do that for us and send those over. Now, here's the box. I don't know what's inside. This is the more exciting part to me. Let me pull back here. Do I want to be on this camera? Yeah. No, I don't want to be on this camera. I want to be on this camera. Back to where we were. So this is the other box that they sent over. They sent over this relatively, what, 3-foot high box kind of thing. When it arrived, it was a little bit like it's been, you know, Florida humidity, right? Tape doesn't actually stay. You ship it from Ontario, you get down here. By the time you get here, is this one strawberry flavored? Let me cut a little bit into the box. Yes. Yes, this one is strawberry flavored. So you know, you do whatever you want to do with that information. Okay, so I don't know what's inside this box. Could be mango. Tastes like strawberries, a little bit orangey. Let's open this one up and figure out what they sent over as well in here. I'm kind of excited about this. So we'll cut this open. We'll cut that open. We'll slice it down the middle like that. Bust it wide open. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, first and foremost, you know, this is what we live for right here. The Air Plus by Sod Pack. Reduce, reuse, recycle. North America 1-800. No, not that. Okay, never mind. Anyway, throw that away. Okay, we have 3 things in this box. Hello, this is going to be exciting. First thing we have, and oh my God, I'm actually really excited for this because we have been running out of space on our OG Stream Deck, right? The OG. We've had it for a while. Is my music playing? Yeah. We've had it for a while. It does amazing things. We love it. But I have a soundboard on my right computer screen. I would love to be able to take it and put it on a Stream Deck, but when I did that, I had to jump back and forth between the sound folder and my scene folders. I want to do them just kind of natively. I just want to have all of them up at the same time. I'm used to having a TriCaster and a bunch of, you know, channels in front of me, right? I'm used to having that. With the you know, digital setups, you don't really get the luxury of having all of those features just kind of at your fingertips, literally. I wish I had a touchscreen monitor. So this is going to be the next best thing, because that original Stream Deck sitting right there that I can look at is going to turn into my soundboard, and this guy is going to be my mainstay for scene changing. We have a Stream Deck XL, my friends. This is the good stuff. If you are wanting more buttons to press, we are going to press some friggin' buttons. So now we got a Stream Deck and an XL. I gotta throw in a mini to the mix and just have all 3 for the heck of it, but this is gonna get us a lot closer to what we wanna accomplish. And the good news here is we are gonna make this go to work right away. We have a lot of things we gotta get done. Tino's flipping out in chat. This XL is gonna do us a lot of good by having more things up front. The biggest thing about broadcasting and doing esports play-by-play is the fact that things change on the fly. You don't have time to go through folders. You need everything up front in front of your face right away. So they sent us the Stream Deck XL. This is going to be really fun. The other thing they sent us in this box that I can see up front, this is what I'm excited for. Y'all can probably catch it right there. You can catch it right there. HD 60 Pro, baby. Internal. In friggin' internal. This one's our 1080p 60 frames version, which is going to be more than sufficient for what we're trying to do. We have some magic stuff we're trying to work on, so this will allow us to get a little bit closer to that goal. In the future, I want to add a couple of cam links, or even better, their new multi-cam input, which gives you 4, similar to some of those pro-grade 4-in HDMI ports, or even those BNC or SDI ports that go on computers. They have one now from Elgato that just released, like literally, 2 weeks ago. So I want to get my hands on one of those, but this is going to get us in a really good position right now to move from an external capture card to an internal capture card, which again reduces the amount of USB that we'll be using, puts it internal. That is a big deal to me. That's amazing. Last thing they sent us in here, and we're gonna get a little bit creative here, my friends. You know why? They sent us a multi-mount, Master Mount L. Not sure what the L stands for. Large? Like large, bro. Master mount. I love the mount. The flexibility of having mounting systems. I have several here for my microphones and my cameras and my lights. We're gonna take things to the next level with this guy. Let's open it up right now. I'm excited. I'm excited. What all comes in this? Because I need to know. I need to know what comes in this bad boy. I don't know what comes in this. Okay. Ooh. This is actually exactly what I needed. So this comes with, at the onset, just your pole, right? So let me take this out. This is actually really cool. Okay, so you get your pole right here. Clamp mount on the bottom. Literally my microphone, my lights, my monitor mounts. It's all clamp mounted to my desk, and we make it work. So this is going to be step 1 of what we can do with some pretty cool concepts I'm working on. There's an ability to attach a moving gimbal to the end of one of these. So the reason this will become fruitful is we can put cameras right onto the desk. They don't have to sit on tripods that are on mounts that are then on the desk. You can actually just clip it right to the desk. So this is really exciting. Ooh, I like that. I know that Elgato makes like a plethora of mounting systems, right? If I'm not mistaken, they have like a whole setup. I wonder how it all integrates and if it's just easy to add the pieces to it, because we'll have to pick up a couple more pieces to the puzzle. But in the meantime, in between time, this is a perfect start, and we're going to be good to go. Real talk, Elgato. You have my heart and my thanks and my appreciation. Thank you for sending over this entirely dope AF care package, the drop package, if you will. I appreciate it. No, because seriously, the green screen alone is going to take our production level to the next atmosphere. Is that a thing? Can you be in more than one atmosphere? Can you rise to another I don't really know. What I do know is that it's going to take us into the stratosphere, let's say that. And that is by itself something I've been needing for a long time. So many thanks to you guys for sending it over. Thank you, Marcus, for hooking it up in the first place, and the whole team for believing in me and having the generosity and kindness in your heart to send that over, because we're going to be doing some things and setting some stuff up.